Right, good afternoon to you. The Western Cape's best drifters, drag racers and spinners have met at the Killarney International Raceway for a day of spectacle. Motorsport is showing gradual growth in the Western Cape, with more participants, young and old, men and women taking part. For more on this, of course, my colleague Justin Ford is live from Killarney. Justin, firstly, good afternoon to you. You do know I do have very much a need for speed. Tell us a bit about the event.
Absolutely. Good afternoon, Nicole. Last week, I spoke to you from the SA National Champs two-wheel event. This weekend, it is four wheels. All four wheels is what the drivers would require during a drift event. But better to speak to the actual event and putting the event together is Razik Raja, the Drift Outlaws race master. Razik, we've just kicked off with the drifting qualifiers. Just briefly, how difficult was it? It's COVID, to put an event of this nature. We saw these spinners earlier on, the drag races on the other side. Just in terms of events, what do we have going? As we see Safety Khan just passing us through, getting his race going, just talk us through that planning process.
Well, Justin, the collaboration between Drift Outlaws, Spin Outlaws, Race SA and Gas Magazine to put together the Bragging Rights Nationals has been no easy task. We're living in a very restrictive environment. I think that the race drivers are not used to filling out so much forms. They're frustrated. They just want to get to a track and drive. I think, with the MSA regulations, there's 5 to 6 various forms you've got to fill out, so the rules are strict. As you can see, there's no spectators. But this is the first kickoff of the first regionals within the Bragging Rights Nationals. So this will all progress to a final nationals later this year.
Talking about that event, surely the drivers are excited to really compete against the best locally and then nationally. Sort of what is the process in terms of the other regional events and ultimately the nationals?
Well, the idea is that today we'll be crowning drag kings, spin kings and drift kings. These guys that are the best in the provinces, they will be the regional spin king, regional drift king that will progress to a nationals. And that's happening over in 6 provinces with spinning. With drag racing, it's in 5 provinces. Drifting, it's over 2 provinces. So it's really exciting. It's putting together a hell of a series around the country.
Something I've spoken to you about in the past is the participation of females. I see the spinning community has quite a strong female presence. Is that something that excites you?
Definitely. You know what I mean? Sometimes we got too much testosterone running in motorsport, and I'm glad to see the females out here. You know what I mean? We've seen in SAF, we've seen a few of the exhibition drivers, the 2 females as well. So that's great for motorsport.
The space that we're operating in, it's a very tough space in terms of participation. Sponsors need to come on board. The likes of Western Province Motor Club, the Killarney event. I mean, how great have they been to be able to assist you putting this together?
I've really got to take my hats off to Killarney International Raceway. Reason being is that, they've really assisted us to get both spinning and drifting onto one pitch. It's been no easy task, The fact of the matter is, it's easy to think about something, but putting the entire process together has not been easy. So, today's a hallmark because we've got all 3 sport genres running at the same time. The track hasn't had a chance to rest. It's just been going crazy. I think if you could see my hair, I've probably lost half of it today. But in any case, it's all in aid of a better future for motorsport.
Fantastic, Razik. Thank you very much for having us. We will have some action from the drag setup and later this afternoon, Nicole, and hopefully you might not be on air, but please catch us later where we give you some of the drag event as well as the spinning from the Bragging Rights event out here in Cape Town, Nicole.
Justin, I saw a couple of vehicles spinning behind you, so trust me, I'm looking forward to some more action from you later. That's my colleague Justin Ford joining us live from Cape Town. A bit of drift.